Salam and hello. Welcome back to The Balanced Dean. A person who binge eats will find that they frequently eat large amounts of food very quickly, and sometimes they cannot stop eating even when they have reached a point where it is obvious that they are in some form of discomfort. As a result, a person who binge eats may experience feelings of guilt and emotional distress. They are also more likely to experience the physical consequences of binge eating, including gastrointestinal distress such as bloating, uncontrollable belching, gas, difficulty breathing, and heartburn, to name a few. Now, Ramadan lasts 1 month, and some of you might think that it is a bit of a stretch to label your eating habits as binging because it only lasts for 1 month. However, research shows that for some, fasting has a strong correlation with binge eating, whether it be for 1 month straight or intermittently. Furthermore, you don't want to develop poor eating habits that you cannot break. My point in bringing this up is that for us to try and implement a plan to find better ways to pace how we eat at Iftar time and in between the hours of Iftar and Suhoor. So here are 6 tips to help you better control your eating habits during the month of Ramadan. Number 1, eat the morning meal. Suhoor is probably your most important meal during the fast. I have said this in other videos, and it is worth mentioning again that your suhoor meal should consist of a balance of rich, nutrient-dense foods, high in protein, complex carbs, and healthy fats. Ideally, you would also want your meal to contain enough fiber. Fiber is a carbohydrate found in plants such as beans, including black beans and lentils, fruits such as apples, avocados, and berries, as well as vegetables such as carrots and broccoli. All of these items I mentioned help keep you full longer. Number 2, start small at Iftar. When you break your fast, it is sooner to eat an odd number of dates if available, and if that is not available, then it is sufficient for you to drink water, for it is purifying. There is great reward in doing this. You want to curb your initial hunger, pains, cramps, or headache if you are currently experiencing these symptoms. However, you don't want to overdo it by breaking your fast with so much food that it actually causes further distress and discomfort, including stomach distension, gas, belching, nausea, or acid reflux. Number 3, pace yourself. Eating in between the hours of Iftar and the next day's Suhoor is okay. However, you don't want to eat non-stop, nor do you want to eat at a rapid pace. Overall, this could be damaging to your health and may restrict completing other acts of worship during this blessed month, including Taraweeh prayer and waking up for Tahajjud. Number 4, plan your meals ahead of time as much as possible. For some, that involves bulk meal prepping for a few days or even a whole week. Although the upfront work may be taxing, meal prepping has great advantages, including Number 1, worrying less about what you will eat when the time comes to break your fast. Number 2, knowing exactly what you're eating and the amount of food needed to keep you satisfied. Number 3, more time devoted to worship, as you won't be thinking about cooking each and every day during the month of Ramadan. Moving on down the list, at number 5 is to snack on healthy foods in between Iftar and Suhoor, and that includes protein shakes, protein balls, peanut butter and chocolate dates, fresh fruit or frozen fruit. All of these are great ways to introduce healthy nutrients into your diet after Iftar, and they help rehydrate you as well. Coming in at number 6, drink more water. Being dehydrated may trick your brain into thinking you are more hungry than you actually are. In fact, studies have shown that inadequate or poor hydration can often lead to overeating and weight gain. That wraps up our 6 tips to help control binge eating and overeating when fasting during the month of Ramadan. From a Sunnah perspective, I also want to encourage you to remember this particular hadith, which reminds us how to conduct ourselves in relation to food. Our Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has stated, "A human being fills no worse vessel than his stomach. It is sufficient for a human being to eat a few mouthfuls to keep his spine straight. But if he must fill it, then 1/3 of food, 1/3 of drink, and 1/3 for air." If you have any tips related to the information I have provided in this video, please leave them in the comments below and share with others. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your fast and make it easy for you.